What's going on, guys? Damien here at Bricklink Bricks. Today we're doing another Lego unboxing haul. While I was gone on vacation, I had 3 packages delivered, 2 from Lego itself and 1 from Bricklink. And so yeah, I just figured we'd open them up and show you. Why not? It's part of it all, right? So this one, yeah, I already opened these, full disclosure. This is not a surprise to me. When you have a 10-year-old daughter and you see packages on the door, you kind of need to open as soon as you go. But I do want to show you guys. All right, so this one I'm pretty pumped about. I got it on release day. You can probably guess what it is, seeing that the gift of purchase is here, Smeagol and Deagle, right? Lord of the Rings. And of course, we got the Easter Bunny gift of purchase as well, right? Easter Bunny surprise. And how do you open it this way? Yeah, here we go. And so we got the Shire. So again, I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to put this together. I should have had this camera set up so it'd be a lot easier with 2 hands, eh? Because I need to make some space. Let's just get some of this out of the way here now. Yeah. Right, I'm not sure when I'm going to get all this together, because I need to make some space on shelves, so that's something I'm hoping to do this week, actually. I was looking to order some shelving from IKEA, but I might just put up some similar to floating shelves, actually. We'll see. Get rid of this one I'm going to save for after, because it's more of a surprise. This one is another Lego store one. This set I've had my eye on. I've been waiting to get it since it released in January, but I was waiting to see if there was a good gift with purchase I would like to get it with, but it actually ended up just going on being a set that was on double points, so that ends up being 10% off, really. Plus I got a Rakuten account for another 5%. I think that was 2.5 for this set because it's an exclusive. So it's the Blacktron Renegade, and of course it's another gift with purchase, another Easter Bunny. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we have the updated Renegade icons, Blacktron Renegade. And if you haven't seen in my earlier videos, it's one of the sets. It's kind of the first space set I had as a kid. And this is that very set. OG from my basement, right? So we're pretty cool to, pretty excited to build that and put them side by side. And probably put away one of these. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But like I said, this needs to get revamped. I don't like the way that I have it done. I'd rather just have. I don't like that this gap is here, right? I could put a shelf lower, have some things under it. This table is full of sets, right? So I'd like to do something with that, and a few sets here. So that's the Lego store openings. So this one is a Bricklink haul. As we said before, we're looking for some space sets. So let's put it back up the way it was. So first thing out, we got a couple of base plates, craters, and they were part of the set, I believe, and a pad. So maybe if you are well versed in space, you kind of know what this is already. Some of these. This one is what? I think this is the base. Oh, I should have looked this up. Oh, does he have a sheet in here? Maybe not. It is one of the research base. I think something like that. And this is a spoiler alert. We have the Galaxy Commander? No, this is the, yeah. What? Hang on here. This is the base instructions. I can't remember what it is. It's like a research base or something. We have a little robot. Right. And we got 4 sets. Is this the Galaxy Commander? Is that the name of it now? Oh my goodness, I can't read. can't believe I can't remember. But it's this set you see in the background here, right? And yeah, it has this pad in that, right? Yeah. So that's the Galaxy Commander there. This one here is the base robot Commander. You can see all these bigs here. Can't remember if I was looking what kind of shape their gold's in, but it's a bit mixed match. And let's see, we had one more in here. Yeah, that's a small one. And I think that's like the little, one of the little terrain vehicles. I can't remember the names of those. I'll get the names now, because what I'm going to do with the continuation of this video, I want to put these sets together. I'm not going to worry about these ones right away, just to verify all the pieces, right? You know, you want to do that, and then if there's any issue, I can contact the seller, or I can add the pieces to my want lists on Bricklink and that as well. But it was a pretty decent price for all of them. Like I bought the 4 of them just to save on some shipping fees, because you know, shipping in Canada is expensive, and they're priced decently. They were all at or less than the 6-month sales average. So why not jump on that? And descriptions were pretty good. Now I did describe the gold being faded on some of the minifigures, but you know what, we're fine with that. I have some of the minifigs added to my inventory, even just their torsos and that, so if we can get those for a decent price, fine. Might be hard because you know, ones with gold on them are fairly expensive, but that doesn't bother me a whole lot at this moment. So yeah, so that's it for the openings, and I hope I will see you with these sets completed. My daughter wants to build the small ones. I'm going to build the big ones, so maybe I can convince her to do that in the next couple of evenings, and just enjoy a bit of quality time with her as well. So we'll see you in a few minutes, a few seconds even. Okay, so the seller had the pieces organized pretty good. Black, minifigs, trans, blue, white. Now this one ripped open and some spilled out, but still okay. Some good pieces here, and then our light grays, making it easier for us to build. All right, guys, we also have a couple of our sets, classic space sets. I cannot speak tonight. A couple of our classic space sets that we received from our Bricklink order that you would have seen in a previous video with some hauls. Maybe it might be in this video. I don't even know yet. I don't have this one compiled. So this was in pretty good shape. There's a couple of faded pieces, but it's really neat. I want to get it together so I can leave a review for the seller, just to make sure all the pieces are there. I'd like to kind of show you how fun it is, how neat it is. I mean, I should have my camera on a stand, but like, you know, the classical, there's no seats in there. I should do reviews. Maybe I could do that, but we're not going to worry about that right now. I thought this mechanism was pretty neat back here. You do need to take off the, so this is the, I think I said Galaxy Explorer in a previous video, but I knew that was wrong. This is the, God, I just had it in the tip of my tongue. What is it? Intergalactic? No. What is it? Oh my God. Why did I say Galaxy Explorer? Now I'm stuck on that, which I know is not right. The Galactic, not Interceptor, because that's Star Wars type stuff. Oh my God. I refuse to look it up. No way am I looking it up. Put it in the comments. Why not? Maybe you could be my first comment in 4 videos. What is it? Anyways, who cares? So I had these little outwheel. Oh, this robot too. I put this guy together tonight too. I actually had this one together a few days now, probably a week now, and I was thinking I would do a complete review of all the sets that are there, and then I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll do a time lapse for them, and maybe this and maybe that, but I need to set up, so it just takes me longer to do it rather than just doing it, and I can film it after and talk about it after. Like, I don't, you know, why do everything at once? Like, I even set up my GoPro to kind of do time lapses and that. Anyways, you have to take off these tiles, right? Open up and see how in the back the mechanism for keeping it in is just like some slopes and inverted slopes, right? And even on the piece that comes out here, that's your research unit, it does the same thing with a slope and an inverted, or this is just a hole, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right. And then the this comes up in, so this, gonna lean it back a little bit, but it's just on a couple of hinges, of course. And so is this. You can flatten down. It's your little research base. I'm looking at this, the model rather than the phone, so it's not very steady, or is not getting good shots of it. So again, something I need to do. But look, man, classic space. The colors and all that is fantastic. And then with same, another thing, you can take up this piece, I think, yeah, and do the same with, oh yeah, how is it? Let's lean this against here. Not very bright way. I do have camera stands too. How does this come off? Oh yeah, it just pokes out through. Yeah, there we go. Right. So I don't know if you're seeing that or not. Right, but it just kind of goes in, connects really nice. Push it forward, and then the latch just goes down to kind of connect it in there. Again, you didn't even see that because didn't have my camera right again. So that's something else to work on. But you know, really cool set. Intergalactic Cruiser, is that what it is? I don't know. Oh, it's driving me bananas. Sorry, but you know, who cares? You guys could have a laugh at it, maybe, right? We've all been there. You know something. Like, I even knew it before I started this video, and then I said, Galaxy Explorer, and threw me right off. But anyways, that's fine. That's fine. Get back on there. You one hand sucks. There you go. So that was 5 minutes of ranting or rambling, I should say, on that set. But oh well. And then we still have the Alpha Base 1, I think, and this little that's extra pieces for that monorail that we looked at before, and the little digger. I can't remember the name of all of these either. There's so many of them, but just a little digger one, right? So let's get to work on those. I got so much to work on, so much, but you know, it's fun. Well, you know, yeah, it is fun. There's no other word for it, right? Pleasant. All right, guys, this morning I'm going to put together a couple of the sets that the classic space sets I got from Bricklink. We've already put together the Galaxy Commander, finally got the name right, and the robot, space robot, and now we're going to put together this morning Beta 1 base and the space digger. Yeah, and we just picked up the instructions online. There's a couple. You can just type in the set and the and instructions, and you should be able to find a couple of sites. We're using brickinstructions.com today. They got most of the sets there. That's if you can't find them on lego.com. They probably have the best format for PDFs that are easy to read and scroll through. These ones you got to click through the images, and they're not quite full screen, as you can see, but it's big enough for our purposes. And today I'm going to set up and do a little time lapse as well, and see how that goes, and see if it works into our videos decently. Yeah, so it might be a little bit of fun. Might take some tweaking to get the right, like, time interval, picture interval. But we'll see how it goes, and try it out. guys, I think that time lapse turned out pretty good. Just did a little preview of it. You can't tell obviously because of the time lapse, but I was a little bit panicked because I didn't see the antenna. I was looking for it, and that's a pretty important, hard to find piece to this set. But of course, it was wrapped up in this paper towel, so thank goodness it was there. The set is pretty good. I made a mistake here somewhere, I think. You can probably see it down the bottom. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to review that. I haven't done it. I just wanted to make this video and see what I did wrong. Right here, this should be out further and connect to this railing right here. So I'm not sure what we did there. You can see the figures. The gold is all worn off these guys, but that's to be expected. These things are like 40 plus years old, right? So the gold's good on that one. I wonder if that's a new torso or not. Let's find out. Yeah, it does indeed have the old torso pins, right? The newer ones are a bit thicker in there, and the ones older than this have nothing there. So yeah, that's a pretty good gold piece on that one there. Really gold. It's pretty much full. These other guys in here are pretty white, but I'm okay with that. I really am. This guy is white too. I have some classic spacemen in my wanted list if I go shopping on Bricklink to be able to find. Now I gotta put him back together. That's no big deal. The flag, this is another hard to find piece. This flag in good shape. It came with the set. It's stuck on one side. It's not on the other. I'm just going to glue it. I mean, what's the point in not doing that for me? If this is, I'll mention it if I ever go to resell it, that it's been restored or whatever. But I mean, this is doing nothing just as its own, right? And I'll just use like the, the glue stick, because that one doesn't really damage the pieces too much. And hopefully, well, not hopefully, we'll just do that. And I'll add this flag to my want list too, just to be authentic if I ever go to sell it, and I probably will never buy it unless I go to sell it, and then I'll get it, or I'll just list it as repaired, as it's complete. But just make a detailed listing. I think that'll be good. Most of our grays are good. We had a couple of extra pieces here. Looking at these instructions, well, this is not the instructions. I was just making sure that the torsos there comparison. But looking at the instructions online is brutal. It's small, and if you're familiar with vintage instructions, they're not as easy as those. Well, they're not hard, but when you are, they're small on the screen, it makes it a bit harder to see. So I mixed up like a 3 block versus a 1 and a 2. I wasn't sure which. I couldn't tell. I looked and see, but we remedied it anyway. There was like 2 pieces missing. Luckily I had them in my inventory, which is a 1x2 blue brick, and I don't have it out yet, but just a clear mug for this guy, or one of the minifigures in there. We had a couple of extra plates. This might have something to do with that stand that's there, but otherwise, man, it's in great shape, I think, and so is the digger. Right, pretty good shape, pretty good grays. They're not too faded. Some of the blues are faded, but I mean, that just gives it the vintage look, which I think is pretty cool, and I'm not upset by. It's old, and it is old. It's 40 plus years old, man. It's in pretty good shape for that. So I'll just put these couple of things back together, put it over in the monorail area. I've got to make some kind of setup for that, but it's looking pretty cool. I think I already said it. Galaxy Commander is the name of that, which I struggled with in the last clip or last video. I'm not even sure when it was. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this little blurb today. I'm happy I got it done. I can finally leave a positive feedback for the seller here, which I got 4 of these sets off of in one go, which I'm pretty happy with. Yeah. All right, thanks. Hope you enjoyed.